What's going on? This is Alpha Kingdom. I got a special guest, a hometown player. You know, I'm a Bay Area cat from Oakland, California, and I love to chop game from players from where I'm at. And you know, we worldwide international, but when we have an Oakland flavor going on, it's just a certain vibe. So let me go ahead and introduce my guest to you. What's going on, my bro?
What's up with it, man? Big love. Yeah.
How you doing, man? So let them know who you are, man. What it is you do, my bro.
So my name is Love Moore, and I live for a living. Basically, ultimate creative. I feel like every art, everything is creativity and being an artist. Whether you make music or beats or paint or cook food, it's some form of art because it's expression. So I'm here to kind of like be a conduit of people bringing their mind to the concept of life. That's what I'm on.
What's your background is with Oakland? What school did you come from? What part of Oakland did you grow up in, and what did you see?
So I mean, I'm from Acorn, so that's where I'm at right now. I'm in West Oakland. Um, when it comes to just the Bay Area, I feel like I'm like one of the ultimate Bay Area C's because I lived in Oakland. I went to like St. Vincent's and stuff like that. Went to St. Patrick's in the West. Went to after school program Jubilee West, stuff like that. My family went to like Martin Luther King and all the schools, Cole. Um, the climates and all of that. But me, I had moved from Acorn, then I moved to San Leandro, and I went to McKinley in San Leandro. Then from there, I moved to Tracy, and I went to Tracy High. And then from there, I moved back out here and and lived in Fremont. They had a DeVry out there off of Dunbar Bridge.
Hmm.
So I went there, and then just been from here, Sacramento, lived in Richmond, um, lived in Berkeley, just real big, like that's what it is. Most people be in Oakland, they live in Oakland or somewhere in the East Bay, and then you gotta get pushed out to Antioch or Tracy, all that type of stuff. So I got the ultimate Bay Area experience.
I grew up in Sacramento too. I grew up in Sacramento. I came to Oakland actually when I was in middle school. I went to Carter. So before that, I was in the Thomas, which was a nice area at the time. I think it went down, but at the time it was a pretty prominent, nice area. You know, I
Mm-hmm.
came here, was supposed to stay for a summer and never left, and I went to Tech. Hmm.
Yeah, Tech
I
been
went
doing
to
cool though. You seen that they basketball teams been winning, or like they was in like the state championships and stuff like that.
I was. I remember I was working at the school when Leon Poe and uh, Marshawn Lynch was going there as seniors and stuff. So it was kind of funny, like seeing 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 superstars on the verge right before. Because usually I'm seeing these cats every day and shit. Like surprisingly, Leon Poe, he was a chill cat. He wasn't even messing with the chicks like that. I was like thinking to myself, shit. If I was going to the league and everybody knew, shit, I'd be eating all of that, man. Fuck all that. You know what I'm
Amazing.
saying? But
I
he
mean,
was chill.
he was in it. I mean, he had the he was born with the he already had the height and all that, so he instantly had that like from the gate I could feel, and then he already had lane, probably had a pops and mom, you feel me? So he had that balanced approach. So being young, having to get set up like that, he's good. He's like he's used to it.
I see that you're into like music and film. Where does that come from, and what kind of projects have you done and worked on?
Um, music and film. Well, music is for me like that was kind of the first thing. Like really, it was dancing. I have danced with like Hammer. I had a turf dancing group that danced with MC Hammer, and we like went touring with him and all that type of stuff. Went to DC and just everywhere, And then some people still dance with him, but ultimately I started getting more into music. And yeah, I basically met this DJ. My friend had a his brother, and his name MH, most honorable. He basically had a birthday party, and I performed in the backyard just because it was his family birthday. All his brother and his friends left, And I performed in the backyard and met the DJ. The DJ liked how I performed to the family. And he was just like, man, your music was cool and everything, but the one thing about what you did was that you didn't cuss in your music. That means I could take you anywhere. I was like, okay,
Mm.
so basically, wherever he DJ'd at, he'll just be like, come on, like, come perform. So my first show with him was at a middle school dance. And so I just started just basically doing that, like, kind of like hyphy movement where it just functions. Anytime he performed, he did a boat party or a quinceanera or anything, man. I was just performing. So that kind of got me introduced to performing in music. And before I was even old enough to get in the functions to bars and all that, I've been performing on Sky Radio up in Vallejo, all that. So I was just tapping in, kind of brought my people up. I was always about my community. So NHT Boys is a group with my family, and I have like if I had 10 minutes, it's like I go 5 minutes, y'all do 5 minutes. So I was always community oriented. And, along the way, I just needed things on my team. I needed things to be done, and couldn't find nobody to do it. I just did it out of necessity, basically. Like, man, I need a photographer. All right, I'll become a photographer. I need somebody to mix and engineer my stuff. I learned how to mix and engineer. That's how I kind of got ushered into it.
That's the best way. As I'm growing though, I realize that now that a lot of people you think that they're doing all this stuff, they're sourcing a lot of stuff, and I'm getting to the point where I'm really the transition too. But it's kind of hard when you are a creative person. You'd be surprised of how people who are in like content creating and things of that nature, and they're not really creative. A lot of people react and they just make content off of other content. You know what I mean? So when you're a creative, you have a certain kind of vision. There's certain things that you can easily do, and certain things that it may be kind of hard to do. So I could just tell you're like a creative cat. What kind of Bay Area artist influences did you have like growing up? Who was you into from the Bay?
No, I ain't too from the Bay. From the Bay, I would say. I mean, I listen to more mainstream stuff, but let's say I would say Hammer because he had a dog. I went to my auntie house and I'm they're playing with a dog, like it's a dog. You feel me? Like, and then for
Right.
him to be out here, it was crazy. Like this was a dog. That was just clean. It just expanded my mentality of what was possible. But not, like so I wouldn't say music wise, but music wise, like Keith the Sneak. I think that would be Keith. That might have been the
Ki-
first I gravitated to. He just had that unique style, and it was hockey movement that was coming of age. He did the
mm.
party one. He had the brand Wanda. It was just unique styles like DMX or something. Like it just had this unique energy. I didn't even know what the Keith looked like for years. It was just that vibe.
Yeah,
I
see,
say
I'm older. I know Keith from Three Times Crazy. When I was in high school, they was in a group. Him, Adrian Man, and Bart. They was three of them. Three Times Crazy. I remember they came to what's the Henry J. Kaiser Center that used to be downtown. Man, that shit was popping, bro. I
mm,
was in high school. That was one thing I miss, man. I'm in my 40s, bro. So being a youngster, man, like I wish I would have really cherished those moments at the time when I was younger, and even since you younger, man, cherish the moments because the older you get, the shit get it's exciting, but you still get to time where you just want to chill and stuff, and you just be just kind of thinking like, dang man, these certain things were dope, but you didn't realize that you wanted to fast forward being old and getting certain things, but when you get them and you didn't really enjoy the journey, you kind of miss it. You feel me? Because sometimes you get
yeah,
so focused on the goal that you don't even enjoy the process.
yeah. Man, it seemed like I'm like in that middle age. I'm a middle child. I'm the middle age of my family. It's like I'm like the middle age right now. It's like, uh, so that bridge work been a lot. But it seemed like when you're younger, you want to be older. And when you're older, you want to be younger. So it's just like I just want to be what I am. That's what I'm on. I'm just like I got to maximize it. So I definitely receive that message you're saying. Yeah, I think the
Yeah.
phones do a lot of it too, though. Cause like You know, the fact that we doing this technology and all that. Like, I got a tape. I got a tape of me when I was 18. I went to LA for the first time. Now I'm going through the VHS, looking at it like, dang, that's crazy. Like, just that reflection and seeing how I was acting is hella embarrassing. You feel me? And just, but I'm just like, but to have that reflection to be like, damn, I able to see what I was on. And what started helping me do that was music. Like, I could hear my music and hear my mentality and how I thought at the time. And that kind of started making me recognize, like, oh, okay, I'm going to change. I won't ever be this no more. Like, I got to enjoy this caterpillar life. Once I get in that cocoon, it ain't no going back. I'm a butterfly. No.
Man, that's some for real shit. Let me ask you, because I'm a travel guy. Obviously, my shit's international. Do you do any traveling? You got your passport, or if you don't, where do you plan on wanting to go?
I definitely got my passport. I ain't went nowhere out of the country yet because right when I got my passport, I was gonna go to China, but you know they said the kung fu came from China, so I'm like, oh, like all my people was telling me like I ain't COVID, you know, you might not want to travel out there because the reason I was gonna go out there is because I make these shoes. Let me show you. Yeah. Make shoes and this is basically one of them right here.
Oh yeah,
wearing them, but I
that's
outsourced it to China, and so I was like, let
what's
me go
the
out
name
there.
of them? What's the name of them?
So the brand's Think Love Life. So this right here is Think Love Life. It's basically a reminder to take care of yourself, mind, body, and soul. So basically,
You
see like
got
it's
you got different color schemes, or just that one right there?
got color waves of these, and something right there.
How much they go for? You know, I could put the link to them in the video.
There's another color wave. Um, well, these right here, like I saw these about like 150. People was copping them for that 120. But ultimately, I just have I had those first ones because that's what part of the process I was in. I already do like shirts and like other things, like stickers and all these other
Mm.
type of things. But before I really wanted to get into selling them heavily, I want to make sure I could supply and supply the demand of the different sizes and all of that type of stuff. So that's why I was gonna go to China. To,
Mm.
really,
I've been China's a good place. I went to the Wall of China and all of that, bro. It's pretty dope.
yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for that because I mean, it's just culture. It's just even how they are. They like they just got that vibe where they just like I was up in like CVS or something one day and the Asian lady just came up to me. She just grabbed my arm and told me to get something. Like I work there. I'm like, it's just OG. You gotta respect it. Like, all right, OG, I get it for you. I don't work. And she's like, which one should I get? I'm like, maybe that one. Like, she just it's just personable. I'm not mad at that. You know, I love that personableness. Like we family from the gate, and you know, I kind of like that. I like that culture of everything. Like people
I,
hold you
I,
accountable.
I recommend China. I think you should go to China. Thailand for sure, for sure, for sure,
Right, man. Okay.
for sure. I want to move there, bro. I'm gonna go to Africa this year. I've been to Africa before, but I want to go to Ghana, and I'm gonna go to Ghana, and then later on I'm gonna go to Bali. The Bali probably won't happen until next year, but within the next 3 years, I'm gonna move abroad. So, but I want to stay at these places for a sufficient amount of time so I can really see uh, if I can stay there. And the thing about all those places, not sure about Bali, but in Ghana and Thailand, you don't have to. There is no language barrier. Everybody speaks English, so you could just be over there chilling, and you make online money, man. That's a good lifestyle. So.
Yeah.
But I want to check out Ghana too. I've been looking at they got hella like nice spots over there, affordable, just nice shit and shit that they
Yeah.
building, and then it's just cool being around yo people when they successful, you know.
Yeah. I talked to one of the OG that be going out there. He be going out to Ghana and all that. Just he got a space. He said it was like he had like a little mini mansion with a staff. Talking about it was like 400 a month with the staff, the whole house, everything. I'm like, okay, you living. So
Hmm.
that sounds about right. I think a lot of people make their money abroad and then they slide back that way and just spend it out there,
Hmm.
all out. That's
Yes,
cool.
I just came back from Mexico a week ago, and it's fun to just see how far your money go. Like, cause see, traveling around, people don't understand like the denomination of the currency is always different, but the value sometimes is the same. But the peso value, that's like that's a real thing. Like, bro, you over there, I remember at the airport. You know, obviously the airports is shit is more expensive, but they had the $100 bottles of Polo and all of this shit was like 30. I was trying to catch a flight. I got like 50 bottles already. I was like, I don't even need it, but damn, I kind of want to get it, but I just ended up skipping it. But just yeah, for a 30 American, that's like, but the regular 3.4, you know what I'm saying? Just when you eat, you may eat. It may end up being you spent 250 and shit American. You know, like it should be crazy.
Yeah.
Then when you go to London, your shit less. I remember I went to London and I got 500 and I got their money and I end up being like damn near like 360. So that shit
Yeah.
that shit went down instantly. Like damn.
It changed because when I was younger, I used to go to the camera in the casino and that was thing called America. Most of the staff in the UK. And the money, ours everyday money. I used to be 2 times our dollar converted twice to theirs when I was a kid. But then when I got older, like what you're saying now is that. So even to be introduced to that concept early, I was like, okay, that's what's happening. Like, all right, that's what that is. Yeah, I think that's ultimately it. Like, even me watching this video when I went to LA, it's like I'm looking around because in my mind, I think LA is just gonna be a different place. Like, you hear it magical in your mind, and when I went there, it's like this looks just like somewhere else. Like, I'm just like, I just tell my mentality, like, dang, like, look around. But you know, if we go to San Diego or something like that, it's lizards running around versus, you know, roaches or something. You feel me? It's like it's just, or you'll see a iguana versus you see a raccoon. That'll be a culture shock. But it's like just playing our mind, just traveling. I feel like for the most part, just the things that we could get nose blind to, or eyes blind to, or just experience blind to, it open our eyes up to stuff with traveling. So I've been traveling more in the States. I drove down to Houston during COVID. I went to New York during COVID. Like when DMX passed away, I went out there it was outside Barclays Center and all that. And then going up to north, Oregon, Portland, all that. Oregon, and beautiful. I need to go to Colorado and Utah now because I know God was showing out with the landscape out there.
I went to the Grand Canyon a month ago. That shit was awesome. And it snowed too when I was there. I had went before. It wasn't snowing the last time. This time it was snowing. So it was pretty cool. Let me ask you this: do you have any kids yourself?
I ain't got no kids yet.
No kids. What's your take on marriage?
Baby mama, baby daddy, you know, I get real, but I mean, my take on marriage is, I mean, you know, it's definitely for the woman, you know, and I think ultimately what it is just giving security. It's saying like, hey, I rock with you, and this is my way to give you a gesture to show you that hey, all that you invest in me, I'm gonna look out for you. It's a lot of bros though. A lot of bros move off heart. You feel me? Like I ain't talking about player business out there, but basically I know somebody that just recently broke up with somebody, and they just put all their stuff out. You know, so it's like having all that love that we were sharing for all these years. He was gonna keep me out like. And I know I was in a relationship at one point, and I was just like, you know, if it broke down, the communication break down, I still rock with you as a person. So how we gotta, you know, separate? Let's do it. You know, we live together, so it's like, all right, let's make sure you in a house, or you know, you got your next spot, and you good, and you got a good foundation, and I got it too, and you know, we're good. Most people don't be doing that, so that's kind of people's contract to make sure that, you know, I want to make sure I get took care of after this, and after. Little stimulus package.
Right. Let me ask you: Are you a single guy, a relationship guy, a player, or a rotation guy?
I feel like I could be all of them. You know, I say, and one of my songs that said, "I'd rather play the lottery than before I play with your heart." So I'm not nobody that's on that type of vibe where I'm gonna play with somebody essence, because I do know how. Like somebody love you, like you see somebody homeless outside, like somebody love that person. You might not care about them, but that's somebody everything. You know, that's somebody kid, that's somebody mom, that's somebody something. You know, so with me when it comes to just typing in, bro, it ain't even. I could get into like the titles and all that type of stuff, but I don't really get into that. I was like, we rocking this we together. We got a bond with each other. We are very secure in our bond with each other. And when it comes down to people knowing that, I'm okay with any form of that gets them close to knowing our relationship. Even your family won't know your relationship. They could be there and know y'all, but then they don't really know how hard y'all rock. So it don't matter if you say that's your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your wife, or whatever it is. That still don't really define how y'all bond is. So
like that.
yeah,
That's some real stuff. You got pets, my bro?
you said pets.
Yep, like some dogs.
I don't really say pets, bro. I was like, I had a bro, like my last spirit animal that I connected with was a squirrel, bro. A squirrel came up to me at the park, bro. I was up in the house, it was on my head, like you probably see on my pages and stuff like that, Instagram. But just I'm Dr. Do a lot, bro. So I talk to animals, like so.
Yeah. No, it's cool because I used to be scared of dogs, and then my sister just gave me a dog, and it kind of just changed me, bro. It's weird, like over time it kind of makes you softer and shit. Well, let me clarify. I got two like Chihuahua dogs. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, that definitely gonna give you that gentle vibe, like that. Yeah, it definitely. Cause I had cats before, and I ain't rocking cat. We from the Bay or Oakland. You'd be like, man, I'm for the cats. I'm for the cat ass people. I don't like cats, man. I was on that vibe, man. To be holding a cat like this, like it changed you. You can't be too much of a thug holding a cat. You feel me? Like,
yeah,
you holding a cat like this. You know what I'm saying? So.
You ever peep out wrestling? You familiar with wrestling or no?
I'm the old school wrestling. I know, like, man, I used to rock with Sting. Man, Sting was so saucy to me. He had that, like, Sting was icy. He was just quiet. He was about his business. Yep, but all that, I know all the X-Pac, you feel me? I know the Rock, We Are the Nation, the Domination, Farouk, and Kilo Brown.
No, because I'm about to. I got a wrestling podcast, but I'm about to start streaming on it again. I got to change it up, so that's what I'm saying. If you like wrestling, you can come on and talk wrestling, talk with us and shit. I got a couple of partners. We just be chopping it up, talking old school, new shit. We'll talk about hoes and shit too, whatever. Play little shit. But I got to change it around because WWE, they're real strict on their copyright shit. Like other shit, they'll like block it or they'll restrict it or you'll get a copyright strike. But that they'll take it. They take your shit down. So I kind of got. So what I used to do was I used to do the reactions, and so I would do them, and then the next day they'd be taken down. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just do belt reviews, and then I'm gonna just have wrestling talk, and then hopefully I can use my clout on my main shit to get like some wrestling guests and interview their asses too. So
you should wrap up some DNA.
It's called Expert Level Wrestling Podcast.
Okay. I'm saying, like, I don't know what DNA got. DNA is this battle rapper, and he be kind of into that. He just interviewed the Godfather. So.
Oh yeah. He was a real pimp too. Godfather, he was a real pimp.
Like he was he was on that vibe. Like, I'm just saying that maybe somebody more accessible than the WWE itself, and he making content based on it. So I'm like, even if you talk to him and have a conversation and get some insight, that may be a good plug.
One of my goals was to get some of my books up in the prison system to create a great cult following, which I've done that now. And then yeah, man, I got 40 books I wrote and published, my man, and the first ones were number one. It's really rewarding, man. I got books that's written to be movies. Man, I got more series than people got books, man. I'll put it like that. Like, I got one of my series, Keys, that's my inspirational shit. I got 6 joints in that, like Keys to Masculinity, Keys to Your Crown, Manifest. What else is in there? Keys to Sex, Keys to Your Kingdom. That's the inspirational shit. Then I got the dark shit. Conversations with the Mind, Conversation 2, the Dark Side, Conversation with the Souls, Hell, Sex, and Sacrifice. That's all like a movie, like. Then I got the Tales shit. That's the sexual underworld shit. Tales from the underworld conversation. Tales from her desires. So I got hella shit, bro. This shit right here behind us, Manifest. That's my positive workbook shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
I see. I see. I
yeah,
mean, I feel
so
like you got a wide array of things. You know, just organizing the multifacetedness of your being. You know, so I respect it. I see it.
hmm yeah, but I wanna well, I wanna get into acting, and I wanna get into producing and directing too. But eventually, because I know WWE are suckers, I want to get in a writing job for WWE, bro, and I'm gonna get it too, because they know they fuck with people with clout, but it ain't even that. It's that I know the product too, and I'm a fucking writer. Like, you know what I mean? Boom, boom, boom. Like, so I could be making the storylines. I be writing myself in little shit. Like, it's a whole plan. It's gonna happen though too. You know,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
the angle I'm working with.
manifesting, man. Work
There
it.
we go. Right that. Just right there. Let me see. What do I got? Let me see what other book I got as a thing. Well, what gems would you leave? Let's give them three gems you want to leave the people with. If just something that you learn now, I'm matching your hat. Something that you learn that from life that you wish somebody could have told. Oh, let's look at that. Lessons from my failures. I did that on accident. That's the whole
Right
vibe of
there.
my book.
Infinity.
I didn't even yeah. So the lessons of your failures. What's three things that you learned through experience that you wish somebody would have taught you that you could tell somebody? Just three things.
Bam. So first one is you never know who got your back to us against the wall.
Hmm
And what that means basically is pretty self-explanatory. You don't know who really there for you and down for you until you really need it. A lot of people will tell you that hey, I got you. Um, I got your back. I support you. But when it's time to support you, time to have your back, where they at?
hmm
So just having that discernment with the people that you put in your life. The next one is when the money down, they don't come around. And this world is real capitalistic, so um, you gotta be aware of are people there for the fruit or are they there for the trees, the leaves, the shade. You know, identifying your audience and seeing what they're there for. Um, the next thing is the last thing is hey, they may do it to you, but don't do it to yourself, man. And that's kind of just saying it like people may judge you, but don't judge yourself. People may not believe in you, but don't believe in yourself. People may not think you can do it, but you can't not think you can't do it. So
There you go,
our
man.
voice got to be our voices got to be louder in our head than the other people's voices. That's
Cool.
basically
You
my
see, I
biggest
had to
thing.
go to China on you real quick. Boom.
Let's go.
That's my first avatar too. Just had a little fur on right there. It's the Great Wall player type. You
Mm-hmm.
telling these cats I've been doing this shit for a minute. So hey, I appreciate you. Let the people know where they can find you with anything you got going upcoming and stuff. Let them know, and I'll put the links down at the bottom.
So my name Love More again. I'm from that energy of like like you find somebody you like I gotta look into them. So if you see my name there, Love More 2 O's and Love 2 O's and More. You find me. I'm not hard to find. Um, and next things I'm working on is a lot of things that I do is about transmuting energy. So when life hands you lemons, you make lemonade. So basically, I'm like you might be going through a lot of negative things in your life and feel like you can't uh, take the negative stuff and make it positive. I'm showing it on a day-to-day basis in every different ways. So from music to community work to doing the anime. We got an animated series coming. So y'all look out, man. It's for me. Love me.
Cool, cool. All right, man. So as far as me, you guys follow me on Instagram, international Afi, and follow my book Instagram, AFI Kingdom Books. I just dropped a whole little 5 set on you. We've got the Educator 3 out. We got Finesse Game 2 out. We got the International King, Ask Afi about to travel. And we got the Keys to Masculinity. Those are all available for Kindle and paperback on special sale now. Oh, yeah, and we got the exclusive high tier dark manipulation game of Tales from Success. That's for the gold elite players right there. That's that. Um, if you need a consultation, hit me at dominancemindset.org. Other than that, you guys like the video, share it with anybody that you think needs to see it, and comment below what you think resonated with you the most. Peace out, guys.
I love.